You clicked on this video because you just realized that you only have 3 more months left before the new year starts, all right? And you're probably fat, out of shape. Your coworkers call you that big guy. Your kids probably poke your belly, and you want to look like this. You don't want to be the biggest guy in the world and look freaking absolutely shredded, but you just want to have nice, lean, toned physique type of look, and maybe you want to impress your girlfriend or your wife, right? So I'm gonna give you a nice little 90-day game plan to make sure that you actually get in shape before the year ends. If you have goals for next year, don't start next year, start on it this year, right? So make sure to do that. Number one thing is understand your why. I was talking about this on my last video, but I need to break it down in this video also, right? Bring out a piece of paper. Why do you want to get in shape? You could say things like, you want to look good, but that's like surface level type of answers. You want to keep digging each little layer. Why do you want to look good, right? So I could have confidence. Why do you want confidence though, right? So you could finally take off your shirt, take off shirt, right? This little reasoning right here, like being able to take off your shirt at the beach or at the pool, is a nice little answer. But what I want you to do is actually find that deep little layer, or one more layer before below this, and that could be like being a role model for your role model. Bro, my spelling is so bad. But being a role model for your friends and your family, right? Because people that want to be successful for their own selfish reasons isn't going to get that far. But once you want to be successful or want to get in shape for the people that surround you, and you want to inspire those people, I promise you, man, you're going to get there. All right? A man who has a why can bear almost anyhow. Think about it like trying to start a business. If you just want to make money for yourself, all right, you'll probably get 5 steps ahead, right? But if you're doing it for your friends, your family, for the people that surround you, your kids, right? Your wife, you're going to get 10 steps ahead, 100 steps ahead, right? So understand your why. Bring out a piece of paper and a pen and find out your reasoning, your why. Now, getting into the logistical part of it, if you're fat, which you probably are, right? If you're fat or skinny fat, by the way, guys, if you are like skinny, sorry, man, this video is not for you, okay? Sorry about that. But if you're fat or you're skinny fat, then you're gonna have to go within a calorie deficit. All right, you're gonna get so pissed off at me because you've heard this so much times. But the keto diet, right? Keto, carnivore, 1 meal a day. I'm pretty sure you've heard these diets before. People telling you like, bro, go keto, you're gonna lose weight. Go carnivore, you're gonna lose weight. Do 1 meal a day, you're gonna lose weight. Or try intermittent fasting. I promise you, man, yes, those diets work for a bit, but it's not sustainable, right? You want something that's sustainable, and those diets right there, just not sustainable at all. So what are we gonna be doing? Something that I like to call macro manipulation, right? This is the dieting that I use, that my clients used. So, oh yeah, if you want to work with me, book a call with me down below. But macro manipulation, it's just understanding that all you need is, finding out your calories, how much calories you have to be eating, how much protein you have to be eating, how much fats you have to be eating, and how much carbs you have to be eating, all right? The calories are always going to be different. So my calorie maintenance is going to be different from your calorie maintenance. So think about it like this. A 300-pound person is going to have a higher calorie maintenance than a 100-pound person, all right? So what you're going to have to do is go on a site, right? It's called all right, I'm going to just type it out because I don't want to. All right, tdecalculator.net, right? There's this site. This is how you can kind of accurately get your calorie maintenance. It's going to give you your calorie maintenance, and then once you get that, just subtract 300 to 500 calories from that, right? And then you start eating that, you're going to lose weight. I want to make it a little bit easier for you. So if you don't want to use that site and do all of that, just take your body weight times it by 14. That's your maintenance calories. Eat that for about 3 weeks. Eat that for like 3 weeks, and then when you're eating that for like 3 weeks, you're either gonna drop your weight a little bit or maintain your weight. But if you want to start losing weight right after that, take your body weight again and then just times it by 10. And I promise you, if you eat that amount of calories every single day, you're going to start dropping weight. You're going to start losing the weight. You're going to see that belly fat actually go away. All right. And is this the most accurate way to do it? No. But is it easier to do it this way? Yes. All right. So just take your body weight, times it by 10, and that's how much calories you should be eating. So, yo, Christian, how do I track my calories now? You're telling me, calorie deficit. All right, I got you, man. There's this app. It's called MyFitnessPal. Right? And then, it's a free app. Just download this app, set up everything, and then you'll be able to track your calories on there. And please just use grams. Don't be using ounces and stuff. And, oh my gosh, that's so bad. All right, so use grams, all right, to track your calories or to track your weight. You're gonna need a food scale. So you use the food scale, zero it out. That's for another video, but you're a human being. I'm pretty sure you know how to freaking weigh food, right? But yeah, use grams to track your body, to track your food and stuff. And a lot of people, they track raw, right? I wouldn't really recommend doing it this way because let's say, raw chicken breast, there's gonna be some water weight on it and all of that type of stuff. So just track your food cooked. So on the MyFitnessPal app, they actually have like cooked chicken breast, cooked ground beef. Make sure like on the label it actually says cooked. If it doesn't say that, then it's probably tracked raw, and you don't want to track raw. Don't take it in raw today, okay? Track it cooked. Bro, all right, that's actually so bad. All right, yeah, track it cooked. All right. So now use the MyFitnessPal app, track your food in grams, track cooked food. All right. Now you're probably thinking, all right, Christian, what about the protein, fats, and carbs? All right, let me just type this out for you. So protein, the amount of protein that you should be eating is 0.7 to 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. All right, you're probably thinking, yo, Christian, what's the importance of protein? If you don't even know that, what are you even doing, bro? I'm pretty sure like every human being knows this, but protein is going to help you build and maintain your muscle mass. All right. So take your body weight and times it by 0.7. That's the minimum amount of protein that you should be eating. And then there's really no maximum. You can eat however much you want, but I'm pretty sure you're going to get tired. But with me personally, I just do 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So if you weigh like 100 pounds, or that's unrealistic, you weigh like 180 pounds, eat 180 grams of protein, okay? So that's how much protein you should be eating. And your fats, eat 0.3 to 0.5 grams of fats per pound of body weight. All right. And fats is really going to regulate your hormones. If you see my face, I have like these little scars simply because I used to struggle a lot with acne, but now I'm, it's kind of fixing, it's getting a little bit better because I'm being healthy now. I'm eating my healthy fats. So eat your fats so you don't feel drowsy, you don't have like crazy headaches, and that you actually feel like you're a human being and you're performing well. Because we don't want to just lose weight to lose weight. We also want to have the energy while we lose the weight, okay? So yeah, that's how much fats you should be eating. And with the carbs, fill in the rest of your calories with that. Fill in the rest of your calories. So focus on the protein first, focus on the fats, and using the MyFitnessPal app, you could like use the percentage and stuff, and then just fill in the rest of your calories with the carbs. A lot of people think that carbs make them fat, but deep down, carbs don't make you fat. You're just eating the wrong carbs, or you're just eating way too much carbs in general. And what I like to do also is right before the gym, I like to take about 50 grams of carbs, 40 grams of carbs, so that you can have a nice pump, you have the energy at the gym, because carbs are actually used as energy when you're working out, all right? So now you have the logistical part of, tracking your calories. And like I said, if you don't want to track your calories and stuff, I track the calories for all my clients and stuff. So, book a call with me down below. I promise you, you're not going to regret it, okay? So second thing is understanding your workout plan, all right? I already know what you're going to say, man. Like, oh, I don't have enough time at the gym. I don't have enough, blah, blah, blah. All right, relax, right? I'm going to make a nice 5-day workout plan for you that takes, 45 minutes each session, all right? So this is going to be your 5-day workout plan that takes 45 minutes each session, all right? So we're going to be running what's called push, pull, legs, upper, lower, all right? Push, pull, legs, upper, lower. So on our push days, we're going to hit chest, tricep, and shoulders. So, first thing to start off, or let me just do it like this. Yeah, push days, we're going to start off with incline. Bro, what's going on? All right, so our push days, we're going to start off with incline, dumbbell. All right, every time you see DB, it's dumbbell, right? Incline, dumbbell, bench press. And then we're going to do chest flies, and then tricep push downs, and overhead tricep extensions, and lateral raises, all right? So these are going to be the 5 workouts that you do. And just a little heads up, each workout, do 2 to 3 sets with 6 to 9 reps, all right? Keep this in mind. So all of these workouts that I'm going to be putting down, each workout do about 2 to 3 sets with 6 to 9 reps, right? No take this because it's going to go away, all right? So that's what we're going to do for our push day. And then for our, let me just copy and paste this. For our pull day, we're going to do lat pull downs. Then we're going to do some T-bar rows, close grip rows, bicep curls, and hammer curls, right? These are going to be the 5 workouts that you're going to do on your pull days. Back and biceps. When you pull things, you're targeting your back and biceps. Lat pull downs, T-bar rows, close grip rows, bicep curls, and hammer curls. Okay. Now on our leg day, we absolutely skip that because who cares? I'm joking. All right, leg day, legs. We're gonna do squats or hack squats. All right, and then we're gonna do hip abductors, adductors, hamstring curls, leg extensions, and calf raises. Stop skipping calves, all right? Please, because I've skipped calves and yeah, it's not worth it, all right? So those are going to be the 5 workouts that you do for your legs. And then on our upper day, as weird as it sounds, you could actually, still put on muscle this way. But, a lot of people are like, bro, you're only doing like 1 set. Oh, yeah. So on our upper day, you're only doing 1 to 2 sets, all right? For each workout, just do 1 to 2 sets, not 3, okay? Make sure you're pushing near or to failure with all of these sets to make sure that you maximize your muscle growth. And yeah. So on our upper day, we're going to be using incline dumbbell press, all right? So one workout for our chest. That's a lot of people think that, incline just hits your upper. It actually hits your upper, middle, and lower. So you're going to be completely fine, all right? Incline dumbbell press, then lat pull downs and T-bar rolls. We're not going to be doing close grip rolls, all right? Just lat pull downs and T-bar rolls for our back. And then for our biceps, bicep curls, right? And for our triceps, tricep push downs. My light just died, all right? Bear with me, okay? I don't know what happened, but very unprofessional, but, bear with me, all right? Tricep push downs, and then tricep overhead extensions, all right? Boom. That's all you're doing. How do I fix this? Overhead extensions. Boom. That's going to be your upper body. Am I missing anything? Oh, yeah. Lateral raises. All right? So that's what you're going to do on your upper day. And leg day, just the same thing. Or lower body day, just do the same thing, okay? So boom, that's your 5-day workout plan. I just built it out for you, okay? And if you don't know like what these workouts are, you pick up your phone, type on Google, chest flies, tricep push downs. You're going to find the workout, okay? And then you're probably wondering, okay, how do I know that I'm putting on more muscle if I'm, losing the weight and losing body fat? It's called progressive overload, all right? So use this app. It's called Strong. So Strong app, all right? So that app, you're going to use that app to, track your workouts too. So track workouts. All right, so each week you need to improve your sets, reps, or weight. All right, so oh my gosh, my spelling is so bad, but you guys understand. Okay, so each week you need to either, I'm not saying all, this one of them, improve your sets, reps, or your weight. So let's say this week you did 100 pounds for 7 reps. 6 set. Oh man, I'm so brain. All right, for 7 reps. All right, the amount of sets. The next week you should either improve your sets. So you could just do one more set of this. Instead of doing 2 sets, you do 3 sets. Or you could improve your reps. So you could do 100 pounds by 9 reps, and you progressively overloaded. Or you could just do more weight. You could do 105 for 6 reps. All right, and that's how you know that you're putting on more muscle and progressively overloading. Okay, and boom, now you have your nutrition down, and you have your workout plan down. And last but not least, let's talk about the mindset. All right, nobody talks about this. The mindset. You have to understand that you are what you think about. If you think that you can't get in shape, you're never going to get in shape. But if you know that you can get in shape and that you believe you can get in shape, I promise you, man, you will get in shape, as corny as it sounds. All right, so change your inputs. Right now you're probably watching you're probably playing video games, watch corn. Right, if you're a grown man doing all these, by the way, I feel so bad for you. Just switch it up. All right, you're probably playing video games, watching corn, and I don't know, watching Simpsons, right? Because they have a fat dad on Simpsons, right? Probably watching Simpsons, right? So change those inputs, bro. Fix your inputs. So start watching like freaking gym content, self-improvement videos like mine. Subscribe, by the way. Self-improvement, right? And then podcasts, right? All of these things are really going to shape who you're going to become. So let's say that you set up a podcast that you listen to right before you go to work. You start driving, you listen to that podcast. How much better would you feel? You would feel much better, okay? And this is the simple morning. All right, this is the simple morning routine that I follow, that I try to follow every day, okay? I'm a human being, by the way, as you could tell. I'm not perfect, so right. So this is the simple morning routine that I do. Electrolytes. All right, let's just say lights. I know. I'm gonna try to spell it. Electrolytes. Bang! Boom! I'm Asian. I know how to spell, man. All right. First thing, electrolytes, and then journal. Right? Journal. It's gonna be 5 minutes. Write down 3 things you're grateful for, 3 things that would make today a good day, and 3 little affirmations. Right? And then last but not least, little, like some type of movement. Move your body for a bit. Movement. So go for a little 5-minute walk. Get some sun in your eyes. Maybe do some push-ups, sit-ups. Walk back and forth when you're taking calls at your work. Do one of these things. It's a simple 3-step morning routine, and I promise you, your morning is going to be way better. And last but not least, be focus on input goals instead of output goals. Okay, this is the last thing I have to do. So don't focus on output goals. What I mean by this is that people that think output goals thinker. Right, so an output goal thinker, he thinks like how much weight did I lose today, right? This is what he thinks, like, oh, how much weight did I lose today? How much strength did I gain today? Right? You don't want to think like this guy, okay? Because there's gonna be days where your weight stays the damn same. There's gonna be days where your weight goes up. There's gonna be days where you don't feel good, and you're not gonna be pushing as much strength at the gym, and you're not gonna improve, okay? So you have to stop thinking like this output goal person, right? So you can't be like, damn, I didn't lose weight today because blah, 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 so it's a bad day, right? There's going to be days as an output goal thinker where you're going to have a good day because you lost weight. But like I said, there's going to be days where your weight stays the same. And even if you think that way, you're going to end up, feeling down, feeling like you want to give up simply because you're becoming that output thinker. So start thinking like an input person, input goal thinker. So what does an input goal thinker do? He thinks, what did I do today, right? Did I go to the gym? Did I go to the gym? The gym? Did I track my calories? Did I track my calories? Did I follow my morning routine? Right? Because these are the things that's within his control. So only focus on the input goals because that's what's within your control. All right? And I promise you, man, once you start thinking like this input goal person, you're going to make this nice, beautiful transformation that you could impress your friends, your buddies with, or maybe just impress yourself, right? And like I said, if you want to make this transformation for yourself, book a call with me down below. I help busy working men lose 20 plus pounds in 90 days or less. And if that sounds like you, looking forward to speak with you. You can either fill out the type form or you could just book with me through the Calendly link. And looking forward to speak with you guys, man. Peace.